Dans son château, une...
Bonjour mes amis! I'm doing a quick vlog on my time in Angers, France for 4 months. I went the fall of 2010 and it was a really good time. We spent 4 months there studying the language at a language institute called CIDEF. It's at the Université de Catholique l'Ouest. And it was a lot of fun. We called that Cato, and it was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy my time in Angers. So I'm going to start with a brief overview of pictures of Angers City. It's a very small city, but it's gorgeous, and in the middle of it is a chateau. It's traditional France, Loire Valley.
Je voudrais du soleil vert, des dentelles et des théières, des photos de bord de mer, dans mon jardin d'hiver. Je voudrais de la lumière, comme en Nouvelle-Angleterre. Je veux changer d'atmosphère, dans mon jardin d'hiver. Ta robe à fleurs, sous la pluie de novembre, mes mains qui courent, je n'en peux plus de t'attendre. Les années passent, qu'il est loin l'âge tendre, nul ne peut nous entendre. Je voudrais du Fred Astaire, revoir un latte coère. Je voudrais toujours te plaire, dans mon jardin d'hiver. Je veux déjeuner par terre, comme au long des golfes clairs, embrasser les yeux ouverts, dans mon jardin d'hiver. Ta robe à fleurs sous la pluie de novembre, mes mains qui courent, je n'en peux plus de t'attendre. Les années passent, qu'il est loin l'âge tendre, nul ne peut nous entendre.
Hands down, the best thing about living in Angers was living with the host family. I got to meet a lot of people's host families, and I absolutely loved my own. I lived in Saint-Barthélemy, which was about 20 to 30 minutes outside of Angers, so I got to live in the burbs of Angers, which was really cool, and my host mom was just the coolest person in the world. She was amazing, and it's a really good way to practice your French. Even when you're tired, you still have to speak in it, and you get a lot of traditional foods. She made raclette for us. She made some really cool traditional French dinners, and we got to play a couple of games and watch movies together, so it was a really good time. And my host mom was amazing, and so were everyone else's. So here are a couple pictures from what it's like to live with a host family.
Ma chambre a la forme d'une cage. Le soleil passe son bras par la fenêtre. Les chasseurs à ma porte comme les petits soldats qui veulent me prendre. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement l'oublier, et puis je fume. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour, 1 million de roses n'embaumeraient pas autant.
So the schooling was really cool because we were in a university setting, but we were a language institute. So while we were placed in a university, we had our own building for our language institute specifically. The language institute is called CIDEF, and we were with a whole bunch of international students, so people from India, from Mexico, from China, from Japan, from Korea, from all around the world, and it was really interesting because the only form of communication we could really speak with each other was French. So it was a really good way to speak the language and practice. Our classes were all in French, but we test into the level of class that you that's good for your language skills. So if you are in a higher class, you don't have to be with people who may be in a lower class or vice versa. So it was a really good time. I love Angers, and I love the people that were in my classes. You pretty much stick with them all day in all your classes. So it's a really good time, and I hope you enjoy some of those pictures.
Je ne suis pas fière de ça, ville qui va me tuer. C'est magnifique être sympathique, mais je ne le connais jamais. Je ne veux pas travailler, non, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement l'oublier.
There are really cool excursions and activities that CIDEF puts on, and you're welcome to participate in them if you would like. So here are some pictures from that.
Dans son château, une princesse pleurait devant la cheminée. Quand au beau milieu des flammes, une grande et belle dame apparut et lui dit: je suis la fée. Toi qui es-tu, jolie princesse, et pourquoi as-tu tant de chagrin? Sèche un peu tes larmes, tu es jeune et si jolie, l'amour reviendra demain. Je suis la princesse qui pleure sans cesse jour et nuit, car je ne sais que faire et souvent je m'ennuie. La vie pour moi est un enfer, dites-moi que dois-je faire? Donnez-moi des ailes et le chemin du paradis. Sèche un peu tes larmes, dès ce soir il sera là, nous allons l'appeler. Je suis la princesse qui pleure sans cesse jour et nuit, car je ne sais que faire et souvent je m'ennuie. La vie pour moi est un enfer, dites-moi que dois-je faire? Donnez-moi des ailes et le chemin du paradis. La fée lui cousut une robe dans un bout de ciel étoilé.
It is really hard to sum up 4 months in 8 minutes. So this is just a brief overview of what it was like in Angers, the program itself, and for future study abroad students, this is for you. But I did get to do a lot of fun travels outside of Angers, and I will be making vlogs for that too. So if you really would like to know a little bit more about my time in Angers, please visit my travel blog at blog.travelpod.com/member/Sam Spurlock. And you can read some of my times of my travels when I was there, and also just time in Angers in general. So I hope you enjoyed this blog. Merci beaucoup et à tout à l'heure.